Okay, we live on YouTube. We live on YouTube. Donna Johnson, Unstoppable. Susie, Unstoppable. Miss Ting. Teresa Myers. What's good with y'all? Okay. Again, like I said, we live on YouTube. Shout out and respect due to something about Drea. Mia's life at 50. And just me, Nicole. And I also want to give an extra special shout out to my channel members. Spicy Kai, Angela M, High Level Support, The Angel Muniz Variety Show, Tony Hendricks Green, A Sense of I, Triumphant Tiff, Cindy Briggs, the Miss Yo-Yo Show, The Definition of Anarchy, and last but certainly not least, the Lockhart Perspective. Okay, what's good with your real mama's real problem, my sister? All right. I also want to give an extra special shout out to YouTube CEO. Okay, we have a new member. Real Mama's Real Problems. Just joined my membership program. She is now a channel judge. I also want to give an extra special shout out to Susan Wojcicki, YouTube CEO. And my name is Derrick, and I'm just in the comment section on YouTube. The title of this presentation will be called Here, let me check this chat right quick. Thank you, Real Mama's Real Problem, for joining. Sandy K, what's good with you? Top chat, live chat. Okay. Unbothered Mimi, what's good with you? Joan Brown, Unstoppable. Shout out Andrea Lynch, what's good with you, girl? Shout out and respect due to Andrea Lynch. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. We ain't gonna be on here but too long. I just want to just drop a little bit of news and information. We out here in a Philadelphia area park. Folks be outside here. Triumphant Tiff up in here. What's good with you? Shout out and respect due to one of my new, also a channel member, Triumphant Tiff. Y'all make sure y'all check her out, because you ain't supposed to say subscribe. Don't say subscribe. Shout out and respect due to Knowledge Born Cypher. Again, the title of this presentation is called Person of Interest. I came up with that title because I see all the people wearing masks, and it was a story a few weeks ago about all the how that because black people are wearing the mask and all this other stuff. You might be a person of interest, that type of thing. All right, yeah. But anyway, I just want to drop off a little bit some news tidbits. I ain't gonna be here long. You have to excuse me if I got to do like this. Let me turn this around over here. Let me do it like that. Let me do it like that. Let me see. Hold up. All right. Let me see. That's a good, wholesome girl. Who that? Andrea Brown. Yeah. I mean, Andrea Lynch. I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. Shout out and respect due to Brown Girl Bella. Okay, greetings. Host a little late to the party, but sending you love from New England. Okay, salute. All right. Sills BBB scratching. Happy Saturday to you, girl. What's good with you? This is a networking stream. Y'all feel free to network, because you can do that, but don't say subscribe. Whatever you do, don't say subscribe. And remember, black people ain't broke. They just got a broken mindset. Here, let me adjust this camera one more time. Yeah, black people ain't broke. They just got a broken mindset. But anyway, I'm gonna drop a few little news tidbits for y'all, and then we're gonna go and get out of here. I ain't gonna stay on that long, because I know it's sad and y'all got stuff to do. All right. So my first thing is this here, and I did a video live a few weeks ago, and I was saying in the country of Poland, they have an app whereby you'll have to take a picture, upload it to the app, and that way the Polish health ministry there can see if you're sheltering in place. And if you did not, you had 20 minutes. They all did this random. So you had 20 minutes to upload your picture to this app. And then that way the authorities wouldn't come see you. But if you did not, if you failed to not be where you're supposed to be, the Polish police were going to come out and have a few words with you. Well, now that is coming to America already. I hope y'all can see it. Triumphant Tiff, you could drop all these links if you like. All right. All right. So I hope y'all can see that. Okay. There you go. A new app detects COVID-19 from your voice. I'm just gonna read a little synopsis, and that's right. You heard me, real mamas. Let me show it again. Because real mamas don't believe, real mamas, real problem don't believe fat meat greasy. New app detects COVID-19 from your voice. Several groups of researchers are developing a smartphone-based app intended to diagnose COVID-19 from the user's voice and cough. Doctors say COVID-19 exerts unique and distinctive effects on the way patients speak and cough. To diagnose the likelihood of COVID-19, people are asked to cough into their smartphone or computer microphone, recite the alphabet, and pronounce vowel sounds. App creators say their immediate priority is collecting enough voice samples from those with or without the virus to develop an algorithm that can accurately diagnose COVID-19 cases. If the algorithm and the invention succeed, the app would have worldwide public health applications. Here, let me check this. Oh, okay, hold up, Tina Harmon, what's good with you? Black, oh shit, there she go. There she go. Shout out and respect due to Black Spring with Autumn. Intelligence done right. You feel me? All right. So, according to many public health experts, testing for COVID-19 is the key to stopping the pandemic. Testing leads to quick identification, isolation, and treatment of COVID cases, including those who came in contact with infected persons. It stops the spread of the virus. Unfortunately, widespread testing in the U.S. has been limited to logistic and personal problems, lab capacity, cost, and availability, yada, yada, yada. All right? So you may ask, well, how do they find someone if they find out they're sick? Doctors have reported that COVID-19 exerts unique and distinctive effects on the way a person speaks and coughs, which forms the basis for the voice-driven AI diagnostic test. All right? People's cough differently. The elongated vowels like not only sound different, but the duration in which they can be kept up is reduced. When you speak in long strings of numbers, followed immediately by the alphabet, you're being asked to speak for an extended period of time. Thank you for sharing my stream out, Black Spring with Autumn. Professor Cecilia Mascolo at the University of Cambridge, UK, where the COVID-19 app is part of a project called EAR, agrees that the voice of someone with the virus can be different. So I put that, this is a 10-page read. Trumpet Tiff, if you would please drop that link for me one more time. But I just want to give y'all a quick synopsis. So what they doing, if this thing is successful, all of us, the whole planet wide, everybody gonna be able to download this app to their phone, and they probably gonna have you make you cough in it, or like they gonna do how they do with the people in Poland. If you don't cough in a certain amount of time, the health ministry may come see you. Something to think about. My next bit of news on the science and technology front is this. A lot of people are thinking that if Bill Gates and the Peer Bright Institute and all these other people have their way, we're going to have a digital certificate of vaccination and things like that. But another way to do it is if you track people by way of RFID, or another way of saying chipping. 3 Square Market, I think in Wisconsin, they had a chip party last year, and they showed the CEO of that business. He was actually getting a microchip right here. Well, in the country of Israel, this is out of the Jerusalem Post. That's right. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wants to microchip kids over there. Benjamin Netanyahu suggests microchipping kids, slammed by experts. Let me check this top chat here, because it keep going away. All right. DC the Purple Diva, what's good with you? Thoughts Magnetic, what's good with you? All true. I see a lot of wows in here, and I see this is crazy. Angela M say this is crazy. You in a brave new world. What can I tell you? All right. Benjamin Netanyahu suggests microchipping children, slammed by experts. If the information with kids' locations is uploaded to the internet, a pedophile with some cyber knowledge may invade the system and stalk them. This is coming from an Israeli cyber expert. And the story reads as follows. Thank you for dropping the link, Triumphant Tip. Okay. Andrea Lynch says this is just not right. Young lady, a lot of stuff in this life ain't right. I agree with you, and I think I told Black Spring with Autumn, so I tell all y'all here, I'm scared out of my mind. I'm absolutely afraid of what they got coming. I don't know what we can do. I mean, I know the answer, but I don't want to be charged with calling for violence or anything like that. But the way American ethos is that we don't like to be pushed around and told to do, and that's the reason why I'm afraid, because I don't want triggers pulled either which way. Let me check this top chat one more time here. It keep going away. All right. Oh, Triumphant Tiff. Triumphant Tiff says, what does your search say, Derrick? It says black people aren't broke. They have a broken mindset. Cyber experts slam Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for his proposal to microchip children who return to school and kindergarten as the coronavirus lockdown is lifted. While speaking at a press conference on Monday, Netanyahu suggested the health ministry use new technology to help Israel adjust to its new routine as the state is lifting the coronavirus lockdown. That is technology that has not been used before and is allowed under legislation we shall enact, he clarified. I spoke with heads of technology in order to find measures Israel is good at, such as sensors. For instance, every person, every kid, I wanted on kids first, would have a sensor that would sound an alarm when you get too close, like the ones on cars. It would be hard to do it to more than 1 million school children who return to their educational institutions in order to ensure one student sits at a distance of 2 meters from one another. It is fictional and is it dangerous? This is what resilience cyber security expert Enat Miran told Ynet. So I'm gonna show you this title again. This is a 6-page read. I want Triumphant Tiff to put this in the stream for me one more time. All right. I want her to put this in the stream for me one more time. All right. So yes, they coming for your kids, and quiet as it's kept, there's a small country called Estonia. They love microchips. They are the smart country of the future. You can look them up for yourself. It's called Estonia. That's Estonia, Estonia. They love microchips, smart computers, everything's smart over there. Oh, somebody gave me a donation. I ain't even see that. Whoa, hold up. Shout out and respect due to Black Spring with Autumn. Triumphant Tiff, drop her link and keep it in the stream for the duration. Thank you, Triumphant Tiff. All moderators, drop Black Spring with Autumn link and keep it in here for the duration. Thank you. All right, thank you, Black Spring. Bless your heart, baby. All right. Now, I titled this video "Person of Interest" because I was kind of making fun of the mask. But I also have to look at all sides of everything if we're going to be fair. All right. And so this is out of Vanity Fair. I personally have an aversion to the mask. I don't like them, ain't rocking them. When I go to the stores here in Philadelphia, I got a little paper book, BS mask. I put it on right here just to be smart, or I do like this. Anything, because I'm pushing back. I'm not with it. However, I have to keep it real, and I want to read this here to you. Why shut down? COVID-19 infections would plummet 80% if Americans would just wear masks. Despite what the World Health Organization and Dr. Anthony Fauci, I call him Frosty, tells you, a new study has concluded that if 80% of Americans would wear masks, COVID infections would drop by more than 90%. As Vanity Fair notes, consider this. The day before yesterday, 21 people died of coronavirus in Japan. In the United States, 2,129 died. Comparing overall death rates for the two countries offers an even stark point of contrast, with total U.S. deaths now at a staggering 76,000. This is much more than that. And Japan's fatalities are only 577. Japan's population is about 38% of the U.S., but adjusting for population, the Chinese death rate is a mere 2% of America's. This comes despite Japan having no lockdown. Sweden didn't have one either. This comes despite Japan having no lockdown. Still active subways, many businesses opening, reportedly karaoke bars, although Japanese citizens and industries are practicing social distancing where they can. Nor have the nor have the Japanese broadly embraced contact tracing. That's going to be a problem with the contact tracing coming forward or going forward. I think Bill Gates or they got some type of House resolution bill called 666, and this thing here is basically they want to go door to door and see who you was with, who everybody that you know in your house was with, that type of thing, so they can whittle it down to the source. All right. A practice which helps authorities identify someone who has been infected and then attempt to identify everyone that person has had interaction with. All right, so how does Japan do it? Brian Wilson examines an assortment of statements made by I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Sorry about that. The one reason that nearly everyone in Japan is wearing a mask, said UC Berkeley computer scientist D. Kai, the chief architect of an in-depth study with the Hong Kong University. Kai's study suggests that every one of us should be wearing a mask, be it homemade, surgical, scarf, or bandana like the Japanese and other mostly Asian countries. The mask debate has been raging for weeks in the States and globally. Pro-maskers assert that widespread use of face masks can diminish COVID-19. Some anti-maskers, which would be me, including various politicians and health officials, have insisted there is no proof of the efficacy of face guards. According to some activists, blanket mask mandates place a limit on individual liberty. That's where I'm at. And even one's rights to free speech. Pro-mask advocates are fighting back with a hashtag mask for all and wear a fucking mask Twitter campaign. So there you have it. So Triumphant Tiff, I hope you drop that link for me. Like I said, you got the let me see, let me go back. I'm way back on the chat. So you have to look at all sides. Again, I would be considered an anti-masker. I'm just averse to it. All right. But again, everybody has to do their due diligence. All right. Let me check here. All right. Let me check here. Thank you, Black Spring with Autumn again. Thank you, Triumphant Tiff. Black Spring with Autumn saying these people are trying to rule over us. Kanika Unstoppable, what's good with you? Lady Live 2.0, what's good with you? Welcome to the stream. Feel free to network. Don't say subscribe. You ain't supposed to say subscribe, whatever you do. Don't say subscribe. That's a bad word. All right. And my last, let me see. Yeah, my last bit of news here. Right quick, and then we can just chop it up a little bit. We about 17 minutes into this live presentation. All right. Most of the country starting to back open up, and that's a good thing for as I'm concerned. However, everyone is going to have to start adjusting. You know, it's a touch and go situation over in Jamaica. I understand that tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Let me see what this is. Bad and bougie. Okay, how are you? How are you? Salute. Greetings. All right. I understand that the churches in Jamaica are opening, and many of the islanders and many of the West End, well, I should say the Caribbean people, many of them are averse to it. Others say that they should go. If I was a Christian, I would say that, well, that's what Christians do. They fellowship. But on the other hand, it's something to be said about your health and safety. You know, you hear this thing about the blood of Jesus on me, this, that, and the third. And my thing has always been, well, what would Jesus do? Would he shelter in place? Would he take a vaccine? Would he wear a mask? Or would he just step out amongst the people? I don't know. But I'm assuming the Son of Man would just go on and let it do what it do. But what they did was, I think in Kentucky, they are banning all church services. So right there, they violating your First Amendment to peaceably assemble. All right. All right. Angela M says, yes, they are going to open, but they have to wear a mask. All right. Yes. So again, the prime minister is some guy named Holness. I call him the Jamaican Obama. He just reminds me of Obama for some reason. And the way that they treated some of the Jamaicans that have tried to come back home was just outright deplorable. You should see it. Unstoppable Live has it on his channel. Or I think it was either him or JY, but one of them. There was a real bad story where they was just government messed up everything. Long story short, just deplorable conditions. They couldn't go to the bathroom. They wouldn't even give a baby some water. All right, stuff like that. Government messes up everything. All right. Sandy K opening up this Sunday. Okay. All right, got you. Got you. Well, at any rate, I was saying, many of the businesses in our country are starting to open up. But you are going to come into something brand new when you go to these places. I'm going to tell you right now, as a programming note, the first restaurant in Philadelphia that opens, I will be going live from inside that restaurant. I don't care where it is. I just like to be out. And like I said, for myself, I'm averse to the mask. I wear it messed up just in defiance, but I just hang my hat on my immune system. That's just why I am with it. Everyone else has to do what they have to do. But at any rate, like I said, when you enter these establishments in the very near future, it's going to be looking like this. Triumphant Tips, you can drop this link if you got it for me, young lady. This is out of Natural News. All right. So you know how you get treated when you go to the airport. All right. I'm gonna read this story in a second, but you know how you get treated at an airport. Angela Rye is a liberal commentator. She was, Roland Martin loved this woman. Well, she was talking all that fly stuff, and she went through the TSA line a few years ago, had her ass in tears because they was filling her up. They, just like Trump say, grab them by the, you know what? That's exactly what this TSA woman did to Angela Rye. And I'm thinking we're going to have much of that when these bars and restaurants open up. They're going to have like little different vestibules and all this type of stuff. And you're going to get patted down and temperature checks and all this other stuff. But anyway, this is out of Natural News. Texas movie theaters and malls and restaurants reopen with airport security style checkpoints. Let me check this top chat. Okay, thank you, Triumphant Tiff. Black Spring with Autumn says, time to fight back. We the people of America and around the world. I am, and again, Black Spring with Autumn, I'm scared. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm scared. I'm scared because by me being prior military, I think I got a little idea of how the military think. I'm just afraid. I'm just gonna be real with you. One of the first states to reopen, or at least partially, amid the Wuhan COVID-19 pandemic is the state of Texas. The governor, his name is Greg Abbott, the governor of which announced at the turn of the month that restaurants, malls, and movie theaters and a handful of other select businesses would be allowed to resume operations. All right. But some of them are doing so with a catch. Customers will have to pass through airport security style checkpoints in order to enter. I just saw a comment here. Let me check this right quick again. All right. Okay, Sandy K says, DerrickCWilliams, I won't attend in person because of my COPD. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Sandy K. Triumphant Tiff says, I agree. Everyone's situation is different. I am not attending in public or going into public much because I work with immunocompromised people. Understood, and I respect that. Evo Entertainment CEO Mitchell Roberts told media that he decided to reopen a chain of movie theaters using similar screening methods as the TSA in order to earn back customer confidence, even though Greg Abbott said they are not requiring this. So again, Greg Abbott, he's not suggesting that you even do this, but once again, people are afraid for various reasons, and Triumphant Tiff and Sandy K just highlighted two reasons as to why. All right. But other people like myself, I don't feel that way. I'm just going to go on in. We see what we see. Reports indicated that all Evo movie theaters throughout the Lone Star State will require that guests enter through a special cordon area where they will be asked by employees whether anyone in their household had flu-like symptoms in the past 2 weeks. Guests will be subjected to an infrared temperature screening, and anyone who clocks in above 100.4 will be told to leave the premises. So that's your line of demarcation right there. If you got it, if your temperature is 100.3, you're good. Anything over 100.4, out of here. Governor Abbott's executive order, on the other hand, which was signed April 28, encourages businesses to merely follow minimum standard health protocols recommended by the state's health department. These include so-called social distancing as well as appropriate face coverings. Though no jurisdiction can impose a civil or criminal penalty for failure to wear face coverings. It clearly adds. And I want to shout out Citizen Man. I saw a little bit of his live last night, and there is precedent that no business can stop you from entering into their business wearing a mask. I did not know that. So I think it's called AD. If Triumph and Tiff, real quick, if you just type in ADA, no face mask required, or something like that, and put it in the stream, I think you'll find it there. Okay, let me check this top chat. Okay. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh shit! Hold up. Shout out and respect due to Michael B. We champagne sipping. We finger flipping and we wrist twisting. Shout out and respect due to my girl in the Carolinas, Michael B. All right, I'm gonna continue right quick. I'm gonna read one more paragraph. All right. As for movie theaters like those owned by Evo, the only requirement is that they operate up to 25% of the total listed occupancy of any individual theater for any screening. If Texas sees at least 2 weeks of data showing no additional Wuhan coronavirus flare-ups, then the capacity, brother Danubian, what's good with you? Then the capacity will be increased by 50%. And that's where we are from here. From here on forward, if you don't have any outbreaks, my screen dropped for some reason. If you don't have any outbreaks, they gonna up the occupancy even more. If they have flare-ups, they gonna pull back. And I understand that's how they doing it in Jamaica. Everything is like a 2-week trial run and all this other stuff. Oh, hold up, that shit. Oh, hold up. Shit, hold up, that shit go. Shout out and respect due to the princess. Living out loud with Mona Cole. How you go? Yeah. So that's pretty much my the little news tidbits. I'm out here in the park chilling. I'm about to run to the liquor store in a little while. You know, you always got the store up. Always got the store up. Shout out and respect due to Living Out Loud with Mona Cole. Again, like I said, I am actually afraid. If many of y'all hadn't heard, President Donald Trump is going to start mobilizing the army. Start mobilizing the military to start distribution of vaccines across the country. They got 300 million doses, he says, on deck. Now, I'm thinking he's just going along to get along, but that ain't gonna happen because, for one, many experts are of the opinion that good luck with even coming up with a vaccine, and you sure ain't gonna have it anytime soon. All right, so those two things are in our favor, but just the fact that he co-signed it scared me a little bit. All right, hold on for some. Check this top chat. Yeah, shout out, respect due to brother Danubian. Oh yes. Triumph and Tiff. Well, no, I put you to work right quick. Black Spring or Autumn. Type in Donald Trump military vaccines. That should pull it up for you. All right, so we're about 28 minutes into this live presentation, and I hope all y'all had a good week. I want all y'all to have a good week. Go outside, get you some air, take your vitamins. All right. Take your vitamins. Make sure that your immune system is working optimally. All right, that's where we at with it right now. But I mean, like, yes, I did a video yesterday called "No Normal Ever." I hear so many people on YouTube, bless their heart. I hear so many people on YouTube saying, "I can't wait for this thing to be over. I can't wait for everything to get back to normal." I don't see it. I'm hopeful, but I do not see it. Because, like Trump said, this is a quote invisible enemy, and it's just this is perfect. This is a perfect cover to lock down societies, and because so many people are compliant with it, I think what it's going to have to be is they're going to have to start seeing just military just pulling people out of their homes, injecting them, and they fall out on the street, and then perhaps maybe. We'll start getting some more radical change, but everyone is compliant for right now. So, you know, let me check this top chat one more time here. All right. Michael B, I was thinking the same thing. Oh, Jason Buchanan in here? Okay, shout out and respect due. Shout out and respect due to Jason Buchanan. Yeah, Michael B, yeah, you know it's summertime, it done got hot. And so now motorcycles is out here. Stop eating fried foods and cut back on meat. So says brother Danubian. Sandy K, I have been where I can't catch my breath. thank God I finally did. I'm not going to take a chance around a lot of people. Understood. Miss Chrissy, shout out and respect due to Jersey Bread. Miss Chrissy. Thank you, Black Spring with Autumn. Thank you. So there you go. Black Spring with Autumn just put the link in the stream. And yes, President Trump said that he is going to mobilize the military in order to distribute a coronavirus vaccine of 300 million doses. Is my understanding that they trying to come up with. That's under what they call Operation Warp Speed. And with regards to vaccines, they have to do clinical trials. And after they do the clinical trials, then I think they move on up to human trials, I believe. And all this stuff takes years. So, like I said, we have time in that regard, but just the fact that he said he was with it scared me. All right. Brother Danubian says things would not get back to normal, and we shouldn't want them to because we need a wake up call. Well, I'm gonna say something about that, Brother Danubian. Micah B, I was coming to Philly this month for breakout, but of course they canceled it. Yeah. Well, I would say this, Brother Danubian. I hear a lot of people on YouTube saying that they actually would prefer martial law, MARCHALL. They can't even get that right. They can't even spell martial law right. It's spelled MARTIAL, martial law. But I hear a lot of people saying that they want things to not get back to normal. I did a piece last week when I was live where Robert De Niro, Kate Blanchett, Joaquin Phoenix, people with all this money, they don't want you or I to have any semblance of normalcy. So I would be real cautious to say, I understand what you mean by a wake-up call, yes, but not at the expense of people's freedoms and their liberties. And I've said in tons of videos, I shudder to think. I feel for a child being born today. Somebody gave me a donation. I missed it. Somebody get okay. Okay. Hold on. Shout out and respect due to Miss Chrissy. Try for Tiff, drop her link in the stream for me, please. Thank you. So I would be real cautious. I would be very cautious when people say that they don't want things to come back to normal or people need to have a wake-up call. I understand that because for the longest, America has just been sleepwalking. All we do is we focus on football, we focus on reality TV and all the nonsense that's on YouTube. And you have all this stuff that's been growing up under us all this time. So, Brother Danubian, yes, I agree with you 100% that there should be a wake-up call of sorts. Yes, sir. We've been messing around. Exactly. We right here. We right here. I got you, Brother Danubian. Salute to you. All right. Okay. Well, no. Okay. Miss Chrissy says you don't need to drop my link. Well, no, I have to. Now, the only person that I respect you, but it's just proper protocol. Try for Tiff, drop her link. Shout out and respect due to Miss Chrissy. I begged her to steal crazy. Y'all make sure y'all reach out and subscribe. You ain't supposed to say subscribe, but reach out to Miss Chrissy. She got everything you need with the outrade wigs. I call them extensions and all that other stuff. You feel me? Thank you, Black Spring with Autumn. I'm trying my best. All right, DC the Purple Diva. Look, you go. You take care of yourself and bless your heart, woman. All right. Micah B says, this goes back to global warming and we're depleting the Earth's natural resources. Well, you know what, Micah B? I'm gonna tell you something about that. I did a video entitled The Mindset. And I would like you to go back and look at that because actually that's exactly what people in power want you to think, that the earth is running out of resources and man is the problem and all that. And that was by design. As a matter of fact, it's called the Club of Rome. It's the Club of Rome document. But what that guy said in there, I put the quote in there, but I will essentially freestyle the tail end of it. He said the real problem with humanity is man himself. Now think about that. This is to Michael B. Think about that. Thank you, Black Spring with Autumn. That's what he's saying. The real problem with mankind is mankind itself. That dog don't hunt, but that's by design. But I have a video called it's either called The Mindset or The Pedigree. One of those. But go back and look at that video, and you can hear some of these quotes from all these people talking all this crazy stuff. Like in Texas, you have a tenured professor by the name of Eric Pianka, and he said that AIDS does not kill man fast enough. Airborne Ebola has a 90% kill rate, and his quote was like this. He said, for every one person that survives, he has to bury 9. So Michael B, I would strongly suggest you look at that video that I made. These are people that do TED Talks, and they talk all this fly stuff about getting people out of here, and it filters down to the common folks, and then we buy into it. So when you hear people like the quote you made, I know you didn't mean I know you were saying what you be hearing. I'm guilty of it too. But yes, that's the type of stuff they say. They say the problem is us, and no. They're the problem, not mankind itself. People who will seed the planet, seed the skies with silver dioxide to block out the sun, or you will give a child mercury at birth. These are the people that are the disease. You feel me? All right. Let me check this top chat. Okay, each one teach one. Agreed. Brother Dedumian says, Triumph and Tiff, we've been warned for decades of these things and we're playing around. How the hell can you fight with pants sagging and flip-flops? Yes, that's a good point. But I also got to say this about, I saw this movie called Tommy Boy. And it was a phrase in there where the guy said, it's what the American public doesn't know that makes them the American public. It is true. A lot of us are willfully ignorant, but that does not mean that the rest of society has to suffer because of that. And that's where I'll push back slightly with Brother Danubian. Yes, you got a lot of lunatics, you got a lot of idiots on YouTube that love and hip hop, all that nonsense. Or the football, that's all you hear men talk about. Football, like, come on, man. You know, and we have real issues to deal with. Now, how we deal with them, we'll see all that in the fullness of time. But the fact is, a lot of people don't even know this stuff is going on around them. And to me, that's the real danger. All right, let me check the top chat here. We're about to go and get out of here. All right. So again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. We about 38 minutes into this live presentation. And Brother Danubian says the KK cops were... Yeah, that's a good point. And I think, you know, I don't know. That whole thing with that, I assume you're talking about what happened down in Georgia. I don't know, man. I can't speak to why all these folks are still getting down like that in the 21st century. I have no idea. I hope sports stays gone, but I know it won't. Well, no, I mean, you know what? I would say this, Brother Danubian. I think sports in and of itself is not bad, but once again, it's the people and how they're so fixated with sports is the problem. I like basketball. I play basketball. I get to the hole. That's all that matters. But I don't structure my life around it. It's well known that, you know, during the Super Bowl, you know, preachers would schedule their sermons around when the time the Super Bowl come on. This stuff is well known. I mean, when you get to that point, that's why I push back. But the sports in and of itself, it's a good getaway. You know, Charles Barkley once said that, you know, like, yes, for 2 hours, I could get away from the problems in life and all that. And I used to ride with that. But then when I thought about it, like, well, no, you don't want to get away from your problems. But I knew the spirit of which he was talking. All right. So that's all I would say about that. But yes, we do need a wake up call. And I think we got it now. All right. So this is Josanette Blues. What's good with you? Triumph and Tiff says lots of LOL. People need their bread in circuses. Yes, a lot of people call us the new Rome, right? All right. So at any rate, we're about 40 minutes into this live presentation. I want to thank Miss Chrissy. And I want to thank Black Spring with Autumn for their donations. I also want to thank Real Mamas, Real Problems for joining my membership program. I guess I'm obligated to say it, but I joined the YouTube membership program. It's only $1.99 per month. I shout you out, drop your links, and show support in that way. That's pretty much because I'm not a tech person. All the little bells and whistles that other content creators do with the membership program, I'm not really up on that, but I do support people. So for your $199, I figured that's, I thought that was a modest price for that. But I do want to thank Real Mama's Real Problem. So she is the 11th channel member that I have. And I'm going to check this top chat one last time here. Hold up. Shout out and respect due to the definition of anarchy, formerly known as Snapzilla Gorilla. He's down with us. Thank you, Triumphant Tip, for dropping her link. Thank you. And also, Angela M. and Cindy Briggs, they don't really like their links drop, but okay. However, okay, Brother Nubian says, that's what I'm talking about, bro. We all need people. We all know that people worship sports. I wouldn't have a problem if we had our own. We need stores, hospitals, businesses like these foreigners have. nothing at all to add, Brother Danubian. I cannot argue with your premise. Shout out to Brother Danubian. And yes, Ice Cube had the right idea, but it would be very refreshing if the black players in the MLB, the few black players in the National Hockey League, has come to. I found out a few years back that there was an all-black Canadian hockey league. I didn't know that. All right, but that would be nice. But unfortunately, we love the we love the mainstream, and the dominant society got us in a chokehold. What can I tell you? All right, but shout out and respect due to Snapzilla Gorilla, the definition of anarchy. All right. Oh, okay. Hold up. True 79. Okay. How are you, sir? Yeah, I'm about to go on and wrap up, but I want to thank you for coming through. Salute the True TV 79. Good people. He does a whole lot of workout videos and he make a lot of sense when he drop content. All right. So again, like I said, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank again Black Springwood Autumn and Miss Chrissy for their donations. And on the intro and the outro, I have to honor my obligation. All right. And that is to shout out all my channel members. So my newest channel member, of course, is Real Mama's Real Problems. Triumphant Tiff, Real Living Out Loud with Mo Nicole, and Black Springwood Autumn. I'm gonna call some of these names out. I want y'all to drop their links in the in the chat. So Spicy Kai, that's SPICCEYKY, Spicy Kai, want her link drop. Angela M does not want her link drop. The Angel Muniz Variety Show, I want his link in the stream, please. Tony Hendricks Green, that's Toni Hendricks Green. A Sense of I, the Miss Yo-Yo Show, and the Lockhart Perspective. She's part of Content Gang. She, me, TR9 Area X, Mommy on Deck, and me. Yeah. All right. Thank you for dropping the links. Yeah. So again, the membership program, like I said, ain't but $1.99. I really don't be hitting folk for money. I know times are hard and all that, but since YouTube offered the option, I figured I would go and jump on there. So as you can hear behind me, I think I can't show y'all. No, I can't show y'all. But yeah, we got the bikes is out. Ain't nobody ain't nobody got no mask on over here neither. So yeah. So again, we're about 43 minutes into this live presentation, and thank you, Triumphant Tiff, because you on your job like no other. Bless you, woman. And again, thank True TV 79 for popping in. All right, that's fine. So again, I'm gonna read my channel members off one more time. I gotta shout them out. So I'm gonna say that then I'm gone. Okay, computer girl, you okay? All right, Spicy Kai, Angela M, the Angel Muniz Variety Show, Tony Hendricks Green, A Sense of I, Triumphant Tiff, Cindy Briggs, my BFF, the Miss Yo Show, the Definition of Anarchy, the Lockhart Perspective, and last but certainly not least, my mind sister, Real Mama's Real Problems. So again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. I want all y'all to have a great rest of the weekend. Again, go out, do something, be active, and I want y'all to have a great week forthcoming. And I guess that's it. So all y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I wait a minute. Let me see. Brother Nubian says there are about 50 million of us in this hellhole. Imagine what we could do if 1/5 of us threw $3 a month into a fund. Well, Brother Nubian, it's funny that you mentioned fund. I'm with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. with Jay Morrison, and I was hearing all this all this nonsense. Folks was raining on this guy. The dude he legit, and so for me, that's something that I'm a part of. I try to buy black wherever I can, but unfortunately, we have so many. Like you said, we about 40 to 50 million blacks. We could do a lot with the $1 trillion of disposable income that they claim we have every year. We may have the spending power, but it's ultimately what you do with those dollars. So once again, black people ain't broke. Black people aren't broke. They not broke. If anybody tell you that black people are broke, that's a lie. But we have a set, you know. But I agree with you, brother the Nubian. All right. Let me take this top chat one last time. Okay, well, all right. Well, look. All right, well, living out loud. You have to put that together. It's one word, ASENCEOF. IAHH. I should have told you that. But that's fine. That's fine. She know. Living out loud with Mo Nicole, Twitter fingers. I'm honored to be a moderator, try to pull my weight in you and Darius live. You both give great information and support you. Thank you. But I try. Oh, whoa, hold on. Shout out and respect due to Black all of my new channel member. All right, well, you need the shirt. Well, I will tell you the shirt. Shout out and respect due to Black Spring with Autumn for joining my membership program. Bless her heart. Tulsa, yeah, our people attacked Jay Morrison. Well, real quick, brother Danubian, what can I tell you? Black people fail black people. Imagine my shock. You can get this shirt from Ryan McCrary. Just type in Ryan McCrary into the YouTube search engine. A young Philadelphia finance animal. He has a Shopify store. Black owned right here in Philadelphia. Black people ain't broke. They just have a broken mindset. Shout out and respect due to Black Spring with Autumn. All right. Okay, let me see who this is. Live chat one more time. Let me go and get out of here. Okay. So yeah, and tell him. Oh, and one other thing too, Miss Chrissy, tell him Derrick sent you. All right. I heard we spent about $2 billion on liquor last year. I have no doubt, and brother Danubian, let me, you can hit me. I'm guilty because I have a little taste every now and then. But once again, while I get the liquor, I also got stocks. I also have real estate with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, and I buy black where I can. So you can do both. It's just our problem is that we just do so much of this unnecessary spending. So once again, I'm right with you, brother. You a good dude. I like you. But at any rate, again, I want to thank all my all the new channel members, Real Mamas, Real Problems, and Black Spring with Autumn. I want to thank Black Spring with Autumn for her generous donation, as well as Miss Chrissy. I want all y'all again to have a good rest of the week and a great week forthcoming. So all y'all take care. Shout out and respect due to brother Danubian with your succinct comments as well. All y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die. Salute. Black people ain't broke. They just have a broken mindset. You judge.